It says, as long as it's booked in advance, maybe I'll be able to do it. Yeah. I don't know if it's a bit shady or what. Does this mean that season 3 wasn't booked in advance? It sounds very fishy. Well, hello there, how are we doing? I'm guessing we're all shocked by these news about Olivia Colman not coming back for season 3 of Heartstopper. And it's super shocking because she was such an important key role in Nick Nelson's character's life. Mostly in this book, which was gonna be included in this season. Yeah, it's quite insane that she's not gonna be part of this, but I do trust Alice Oseman to fix this. So yeah, it says that Olivia Colman not gonna come back for season 3, that she feels awful about it. It's because of a scheduling problem. She's obviously very busy with other projects as well, so she couldn't fit this one in. She said she feels like she was part of one of the most beautiful things she's ever been part of, but she's saying that she might come back for a season 4 or for a spin-off series. But this is a weird thing here because it says, as long as it's booked in advance, maybe I'll be able to do it. Yeah. So this is, I don't know if it's a bit shady or what. Why is she saying if it's booked in advance? Does this mean that season 3 wasn't booked in advance? I don't know. They're not very clear on what happened. I'm not going to be pointing fingers at people, but it sounds very fishy. And then the executive producer, Patrick Walters, he's saying that they really tried, but there was no other way around it, and it was meant to be this way. But it ended up leaving space for something different to happen, which is very exciting, and I'm really curious to see what it is. And yeah, he's saying that it'll be equally special. And then Alice Oseman posted a stories on her Instagram saying that they didn't recast Sarah, so meaning that Nick Nelson's mother is not going to be there in season 3, so they're going to have to reinterpret those scenes with different characters, maybe Nick Nelson's friends, because Will Gauss in the recent announcement he said that
Tao is beginning to figure out what he loves to do and what his hobbies are. He's finding a passion for something that he begins to really love, and he does it to bring joy to people and to cheer up the other characters in the show.
So that makes you think if he's gonna be supporting Nick. And Alice Oseman is saying that she understands if fans are disappointed with her because she was very worried in the beginning as well when she found out about all this. She's also saying that we should have hope because she loves how it's coming along. So I think that, well, I trust her, at least I very much trust her because she wrote the book to start with. Like, she was the one who found a way to make it as emotional and as interesting as it is. So obviously she's gonna find another way to make it work. I forgot to mention there's some spoilers in this video, so if you haven't read the books and you don't want to know what happens in the books, then probably don't watch this. She's mostly talking about the scene where Nick is supported by his mom because Charlie's not telling his parents about his eating disorder and his mental health issues, so then that leaves Nick very lonely and not knowing what to do to support him. So then he seeks support from his mom, and then his mom says all these wonderful things saying maybe you can't help him. I know that you feel like it's your job to save him. Charlie needs to seek help from someone who isn't his 16-year-old boyfriend. And love can't cure mental illness. It's all these messages that are super important to youth to listen to, or pretty much to anyone who is a position similar to Nick. Alice is saying about the scene, I have done everything in my power to preserve that scene as written in the comic, and I've written in some new elements of the story to ensure that it gives us the emotional punch that gives in the comic. And as for the rest of the season, please have faith. And I'm actually super excited about this because I read the book, I know how it goes, but now I have something to look forward in the show because I don't know how that scene is gonna be interpreted, which makes me super excited about the show now because I have things that I know that will be a surprise to me. I like it this way actually. And maybe Olivia Colman will be back for the 4th season. I don't think we should be freaking out about this. I think it'll be something different, but it's just as good as it is in the book. I love having the version book that is really good, but then having a different version for the show. So that's really cool. But yeah, that was it. What do you think, guys? What are you expecting these scenes to look like? What are your guesses? Please let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe as well. And I'll see you next time.